Good morning, everyone. It is Coffee Chat with Coach Candy, and we are on Thursday of week one. What an amazing week it's been so far with all of you joining. I'm so excited to see so many beautiful faces at 7:30 in the morning Central Time. And I will be here every day. I will be here Monday through Friday. And as always, like to give you kind of the lowdown of what we do each week. Good morning, Martha. Great to see you again. We are on Thursday Throwdown. And just to recap what we're doing every week, there's a different theme every week. And so Monday is Good Morning, Elaine. God, I love seeing the same faces show up every morning. This is fantastic. I feel like this is a little like community and group. So awesome. Good morning, ladies. And just for those of you jumping on, to recap, this is an opportunity for us to kind of set the stage, set the tone each day, and go through a couple different themes throughout the week. And so I will be live every morning, Monday through Friday, every week at 7:30 a.m. Central Time. And so Monday is all about mindset. We're going to get into a space where it's Monday mindset. Tuesday is going to be a training day, so I'm going to bring a strategy tool, something for you to dig into that'll be juicy, that'll allow you to level up significantly in your life. And then Wednesday, as we did yesterday, was Wednesday Wonder. So it was all shifting out of that space of the heavy, anchoring, debilitating what if, and getting into a powerful, passionate, purposeful, imaginative. Today is our throwdown, and I will explain that in just a moment, but this is going to be your challenge for the next week, and especially over the weekend, something I want you to jump into. Sometimes this is going to make you a little uncomfortable, but the only way we grow is to stretch ourselves out of the uncomfortable. And so Thursday Throwdown is all about my challenges for you. And then Friday, tomorrow, is Friday feature, which will be a tool, resource, book, podcast, something that has significantly changed my life that I want to make sure I get in your hands so that you can marinate in that, so you can have that as another tool in your toolkit. I like to share things when I get them, especially when they're real time and I get them, as soon as they show up for me, I want to hand them over and give them to you as well. So anyway, good morning again. Welcome. Today is Thursday Throwdown, and we might be a little bit of a shorter call today just because I'm hitting the road to head to Arlington. I have my first of 2 weeks, 2 weekends where I will be doing Good Morning Terry, where I will be going to 5 Cubs games in 3 different cities. So doing a little self-care and self-love for myself. Speaking of which, let's talk about your Throwdown challenge. Before we go there, though, I'm curious, for those of you that were on yesterday morning when we did the Wednesday Wonder, and we really pivoted from that kind of negative anchoring, heavy what-if space where a lot of the fear and the anxiety and the unworthiness kicks in. Good morning, Killian. I want to know how you've shifted. So has anybody had an opportunity to play with their imaginative from yesterday where they really have started to open up something really big and powerful for themselves as a result? I'd love to hear, for those of you that were on yesterday, if you did the assignment, and if there was anything that's changing, anything that's shifting as you start to dance and play in that imaginative space. Good morning, Tanisha. So did anyone have a chance to dig into that yesterday? I know we went through quite a bit of shift from the fear and anxious space and what was feeling a little heavy to that space that people were getting pretty excited about by the end of the call yesterday. And so just curious if anyone danced in that more throughout yesterday. Good morning, Yevit. Well, I'll let you guys chime in a little bit as I start to queue up our Thursday Throwdown. So like I said before, Thursday Throwdowns are really going to be that challenge that it's going to stretch you. For some of you, some of the challenges might be a little bit easier. Still an opportunity to get focused and create that discipline. For some of the rest of you, some of the challenges might be incredibly challenging, and they're going to require you to step into that courage and step into a space that's a little braver, so that you can be playing a more intentional game and really leading at a higher level. And so today's Throwdown is going to go along with the spirit of yesterday's discussion. So we talked about how to move out of that really anchoring What if? What if I fail? What if I suck? What if I don't know how to do what I want to do? What if I put everything out there and no one shows up? What if all of these scenarios that we play that are kind of debilitating? And what we did is we played a little bit in the imagine if, which was imagine if you succeed, right? Imagine if so many people show up and they all show up at the same time. You got to expand it and build a team. Imagine if, when we started the dance there, right? And Martha, thank you for sharing my big imagine if. I imagine myself facilitating small groups and making a living doing that. That's so beautiful. So this is where your throwdown comes in. Because I know for some of you, it's scary enough just to dance in that imagine if, to really get honest with yourself about what's that big, juicy, delicious, amazing vision that you have for yourself, that big desire that you want to step into. Elaine, imagine if I become financially free. I love that. So I want you to play with that a little bit more. So the throwdown for this week, and especially over the weekend, is I want you to find at least 3 people. And I'm going to give you 2 versions of the challenge. So for some of you that are like, okay, that's going to be enough, I want you to pick 3 people between now and Sunday evening where you are sharing your big, juicy, delicious, awesome, beautiful imagine if. I want you to find somebody, and this is 3 different people. And let's see, what did Terry write? I sent in course descriptions to our Park and Rec program for teen and parent programs. I haven't yet thought through or created, but they'll be amazing. See, already taking action on the imaginative space, right? Love that. So what I want you to do, so the part A, for some of you that may be all you want to do, part A, I want you to find 3 people. 3 people. Today is Thursday. You've got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So you got 4 days to find 3 people that I want you to share your juicy, your beautiful, your powerful imagine if, that imagine if that might scare you a little bit, that imagine if that gets you butterflies, that imagine if that might say, Martha, you're going to share with people that you want to be facilitating small groups, and this is what it looks like, and this is what it feels like. And I want you to dance in that space and make a public declaration. So I want you to find 3 people over the next 4 days to loudly and proudly share your song. And so one of the things is you know, I think it's interesting. A lot of people ask or say, what's the meaning of life? I actually think the meaning of life is really simple. I think the meaning of life is that we've all been given a song to sing that's ours and ours alone. And it's a song unlike anybody else's. And I know for those of you that have been in my trainings, you know, I do the triangle of your passion, expertise, and experience. Nobody has your voice print. Nobody has the way. And I was just talking with a client yesterday about this who was like, yeah, but what if my why sounds like somebody else's? There's a big what if right there, right? What if my why sounds like everybody else's? And I looked at him and I said, what if it does? It's not the point. It can sound like somebody else's. The difference is it's coming from you. Nobody can communicate their why, can communicate your why, can put their song out there and sound like anybody else. Even if the harmony and the music sound similar, the song, and it was interesting because it was so on point. I love how things show up as you need them, that are kind of like the message and the powerful stories that connect you to that. I was listening to the radio as I was going to see this client, and they were talking about how there's songs that have been released that people don't even realize were a cover for somebody else. And so they were sharing the current song, the song that hit the charts, that was like the Grammy winner or the top, you know, chart topper, whatever it was. And then they played the cover song. And what was interesting is in some cases it was almost the exact same song, yet you felt it differently depending on who was singing it. And that's what I want you to realize, is that you might have a song that sounds similar. You might have a vision and a mission and a why that sounds similar to somebody else's. When you sing that song, though, nobody sounds like you. Nobody has that voice print. And so what I want you to do is I want you to find 3 people. Here's my challenge. I'm throwing the gauntlet down. I want you to find 3 people that you can share that big, juicy, delicious imagine if with over the next 4 days. So by Sunday evening, I want you to have shared that vision, shared that imagine if with 3 people. Now, for those of you that want a more challenging throwdown, I'm going to give you one of 2 options. Either find someone every day for the next week to share that imagine if with, or I should say, or go on video on social media and share that imagine if with the world. Because here's the thing, it's not about everybody else. It's about you making a public declaration around, this is my imagine if. Imagine if this were the possibility. Imagine if, because you may just give someone else permission to dance in that space as well. So that is your challenge. Your challenge is to publicly declare, is to find someone, some people, some place to communicate your big, powerful imagine if. So I'm curious, thoughts, questions, what's stirring up for you guys? Who's on board for the challenge? Who's ready? Who says game on? So I'm seeing, making sure I got all the comments here. Love this, love this. Awesome. Who's in? Who is ready to declare their imagine ifs and put it out there proudly? You guys are quiet this morning. Martha's in. Terry's doing a video challenge tomorrow. Awesome. I love it. I love it. After you get your hair done. Of course, always after you get your hair done. And not like today where I'm like, holy cow, what is going on with the hair? You know, you have those days. Some days you just don't care when you get on video. Like I said, I'm trying to get out the door here this morning. I've already thrown out the ideas of doing a blog. Awesome. I love that, ladies. I love that. Good morning, Michelle. For those of you that just joined, our throwdown is that you are going to declare. You are either going to find 3 people over the next 4 days over the weekend to share your big imagine if with, or you are going to go live or on video and share that message in a bigger and more powerful capacity. So super excited. Meg, love, definitely game on. I'm going to have to figure out what my what if is before you do this and change that into your imagine if. The what if can be kind of anchoring. So think about imagine if, Meg. Think about that space where you're going to play and dance and go really, really big where it almost scares you a little bit and gives you the butterflies. And so I want you to I want you to just keep asking yourself, imagine if. Imagine if I did this. Imagine if this were possible. Imagine if I could grab onto and capture this. So I want you to think about that in a really big way. So step beyond the what if. Even if your what if is positive, I want you to elevate that and literally channel your imagination and make a call to it to say, imagine if. Because now your imagination and your inner child are kicking in and they're like, ooh, let's play, let's play. So love that you all are on. I can't wait to hear what shows up for you as you step into your mighty imagine if, because it really is about imagining the possibilities, right? And the more we give ourselves permission on a day-to-day basis to really play, to get into a space where we're tapping into our imagination, our creativity, our heart, our soul, our passion, our desires, the more we can effectively stand up from a place to lead from love, with love, and show up powerfully, passionately, purposely to create change and share our message. And so I'm going to leave you all with that today. I'm going to leave you with that challenge. I love that I have so much commitment from all of you that were on here. And I agree with Martha, Elaine, write your blog and I will read it as well. I am all over it. So share, use this community. I would love to see what you're doing. I would love to see what big imagine ifs are showing up and what is happening as a result. So as you are making your declarations this weekend, share what's happening. We would love to celebrate your success. We would love to celebrate how brave and courageous you're being. And with that, I'm going to let you guys go early today. I am about to hit the road. Go Cubs. Just know I'm going to be that crazy Cubs person for the rest of the weekend. I will be live from Arlington, Texas tomorrow versus Austin because I will be there as it's a weekend of baseball. Opening day is today, and so I'm going to see my boys play the Texas Rangers. So root for them, cheer for them, go Cubs. And with that, I hope all of you have a phenomenally beautiful, phenomenally powerful day. I am sending you heart hugs. Cheers. Go get your coffee, go get your caffeine on, and know that I love you big. I will talk to you tomorrow.